One day in the hospital, there was a banana who came. And the banana told to the doctor, "Doctor, I have to come to you today because I am not feeling well." When we are not feeling well, we come to the doctor. We go to the hospital because we are going to experience healing and cure of our disease and illness. But more than that, in the hospital, there is an experience of welcoming and care. On the 16th Sunday in Ordinary Time, the theme for our liturgy speaks about hospitality. Hospitality comes from the root word hospitan. In the first reading, God appeared to Abraham, and Abraham thought that those three men were strangers. But despite of this innocence of Abraham, Abraham offered hospitality to the three men. Abraham provided food and shelter for the visitors. See the willingness of Abraham to provide the need of his visitors. And because of that hospitality of Abraham, God rewarded him with a child. And the child was Isaac. The same what happened in our gospel reading for today. Our gospel speaks about Jesus came to the house of Martha and Mary. And the two sisters, Martha and Mary, welcomed the Lord. But take note the gestures of the two sisters. Martha was burdened with so much serving, with so much preparation. Maybe Martha was in the kitchen, preparing for the meal, for the food that they are going to partake. And Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus, listening to him. And Jesus gave a reprimand to Martha. And he said, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious of many things. Only one thing is necessary, and Mary has chosen the better part." Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus. That is the gesture of being a disciple, listening to the teacher, learning from the master. And Martha was so anxious and worried of many things. Martha was troubled. Martha was divided. In short, Martha was out of focus to the guests that came into their home. That's precisely the reason why Jesus reprimanded Martha, because Martha was so preoccupied by so much acts of hospitality. But only one thing is necessary. What is that one thing? Is to give our attention to the Master, is to offer our focus and concentration to the Lord. And this is what Jesus is asking us, to give our whole attention on Him. Sometimes in our prayer, we are like Martha. In our relationship with God, we are so much preoccupied with so many things. In other words, we are distracted. And God is telling to us today, hey, prioritize things. Prioritize me. And if you find me, if you have me, you have everything. And that is what Mary was doing. Mary gave her so much attention to the Master. Mary did not want to lose an inch of second listening and learning from the teacher. My dear friends, that is an act of hospitality, giving our wholehearted attention to our guest. In our lives, God many times come to visit us, but many times too, we are distracted and out of focus to give our attention to the Lord. I do remember one day when I visited one family. When I came to their home, yes, they welcomed me and they asked me to sit at the living room. And when I was sitting there, I was there alone. All of them were in the kitchen, all of them were somewhere else and doing something, preparing something, doing acts of hospitality. But deep inside, I was telling to myself, please come here, stay with me, talk to me. I do not need all those food, all those meals. I need your attention. I need your presence. And we pray to the Lord that we may be able to focus our attention on Him, because in the Lord, everything is enough.